As children, we were told that our world once had heroes. Fairy tales to inspire hope in a world with none. As far back as anyone could remember, mankind had been at war with itself. Orphaned, like so many, I survived by the sword and my wits. Neither of which kept me from being sent to a labor camp. It would have been a death sentence had I not made a friend. Avil kept me safe, and I kept him sane. And together, we would change the course of history. Avil, did you make it to Delorum?
Yes. I've almost reached the village of Tablis. You were right, Sandra. This place is completely untouched by the invasion.
Have you made contact with the Royal Army?
No. And I'm not exactly getting a warm reception from the locals.
I'm sure they can be seduced by your charms. I was joking, sort of. They may, however, find you more appealing than the jackals about to descend on Tablis.
In moments like this, I actually find myself missing your company, Sandra. How long do I have before the jackals arrive?
Not long. If you don't act quickly, the villagers will be slaughtered. I've teleported escape crystals onto the battlefield. You need only use one of the runestones I gave you to activate them. I'll leave you to it.
Someone help!
The jackals are hunting down civilians. Use your basic attacks to slay them before they slaughter the villagers. Great work.
I need to channel this crystal to activate Xandra's portal.
I don't understand what's happening. What are those things? Who are you?
My name is Avil, the last of the Sentinels. I am here to ready your people for war.
I don't know anything about fighting monsters.
There is something you can do for your people. Something that will save thousands of lives.
Tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Take this gemstone, and personally see that your king receives it. And when he does, tell him to speak my name into the stone.
The enemy has started killing civilians! Avil, you must act quickly!
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
If you're ever lost, you can review your objectives at any time.
No! No! No!
I could have sworn that one had you beat. Good work, Avil. That civilian is safe now. Some Some people have climbed onto their rooftops to hide from those monsters. Too bad I'm not much of a climber myself.
If I jump onto the side of the building, I can climb up the wall to reach the top.
Thank goodness someone's come to help me. I climbed up here to try and escape those beasts, but now I can't get down.
You're safe now.
These refugees are lucky you showed up in time. Good work, Avil. That civilian is safe now. Good to see my portals are holding up.
I am in your debt, Sentinel.
Congratulations. You're still alive.
The portals are opening as you said they would. I was able to send many of the townspeople to safety.
It isn't enough.
I know. I sent your speaking stone off to the king. We'll see if he, in his royal wisdom, sees fit to make an alliance, or if he is as foolish as those who fell before him.
I know how you feel, but we're out of options. We will need to coordinate with the royal forces to fight the coming hordes, and we're going to need them soon.
The jackals I killed, they were scouts.
Yes. I hope you're ready, because the Raveni will be attacking soon. Has King Nero made contact yet?
So far, nothing but silence.
Avil, we will need alliances to win this war. The most expedient way to convince the king of our intent is to continue fighting for his people and defending his cities. And when you do speak with the king, may I suggest employing a morsel of diplomacy?
I will think on it, Sandra. Now, tell me of our enemy. What is their location? Last we spoke, they were on course for Petrol.
You've arrived just in time. The Horde has almost reached the city limits. Now go, and show the people of Petrol how a Raveni dies. Executing Raveni requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians. Avia, you should rescue the civilians if you can. Nasty.
God save us all!
Use your dodge when an attack is incoming. Squishy little things, aren't they?
What is this tower?
We use the watchtowers to keep an eye out for threats. From the top, you can see far beyond the outskirts of Petrol.
I bet climbing the watchtowers would give me a better vantage point.
Good work, Avil. That civilian is safe now.
If it weren't for your noble efforts, I would be dead.
This is only the beginning. If any of us are going to survive what's coming, I need your king to work with me.
I have a contact on the court. I will send urgent word.
Look who's early. Avil, get after that Raveni before he starts destroying the town.
You saved the right man. I am a spice trader, the richest in all of Delorum. Anything you want, my friend, I will make it yours.
I need you to simply send a message to your king. I gave him the means to contact me directly. Have him do so immediately.
this really safe? Thanks, I guess.
Avil, you hold your rune strike and aim at the Raveni's armor and limbs. Release rune strike to attack. Great job. Keep it up. Great job, Avil. Removing a Raveni's armor and severing its limbs also charges your rune energy. Once you have enough, you will be able to execute the Raveni. Now aim your rune strike just below the Raveni's knee to sever its leg.
I must find cover to regain my health.
Now finish this! Climb to the base of the Raveni's skull. The ogre's neck will glow when you can target it for your rune strike. Now, Avil, execute the Raveni! Great work, Avil. That's one less Raveni we have to kill.
It's a drop in the ocean. If we don't begin coordinating our efforts with the Royal Army, we will soon be overrun by their numbers.
When word of your bravery reaches the king, he will be compelled to trust you.
And while we wait for the fool king to gather his courage, the Raveni marshal their forces.
You are more right than you know. Another horde is approaching, and this one is better armed.
The next town will not be as fortunate as the last.
Avil, you've arrived just in time. The first of the Raveni are already approaching the town.
I see you finished deploying the escape crystals as well. I'll slay this monster, and save as many as I can.
Avil, that Raveni seems to be wearing some kind of heavy armor. Are you sure you can handle it?
You worry about getting your crystals to the surrounding town, Sandra. I'll worry about the Raveni.
Avil, remember. Executing Raveni requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians. Avil, you've arrived just in time. The first of the Raveni are already approaching the town.
I see you finished a...
Avil, that Raveni seems to be wearing some kind of heavy armor. Are you sure you can handle it?
You worry about getting your crystals to the surrounding town, Sandra. I'll worry about the Raveni.
Avil, remember. Executing Raveni requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians.
This iron armor looks to be bound by large iron locks. I'll try taking those out first. No match for my blade. I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Raveni.
There's no time to waste. Get back in there, Avil.
I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Raveni. Time to kill a Raveni.
Severing a Raveni's limb will only hinder them momentarily. After a short time, the Raveni will regenerate its severed limbs.
I can use my rune strike on the locks. This Raveni is no match for my blade. My rune strike on the locks.
There's no time to waste. Get back in there, Reveal.
Aim my rune strike carefully to hit those locks.
Nice work, Avil. These people owe you their lives.
This time, Sandra. But what of the next? And the next? Without the King's aid, we're relegated to a single battlefield, while the Raveni push forward on multiple fronts.
You're right, Avil. Which is why we must convince him to join us. This war will not be won by swords alone.
This is King Euro, ruler of Dolorum. You have requested an audience?
This is Avil, the last sentinel, and I wish to strike an alliance with your highness.
Was it your sorcery that created this speaking stone?
My ally, Xandra, crafted this instrument, and others from the weapons of our enemies.
If your boons are so great, why do you seek an alliance?
King Yarrow, I cannot be everywhere. At this moment, I am approaching Moltnama, where a deadly horde approaches.
Moltnama? No, that's too soon. I dispatched a garrison to the city, but they won't arrive in time. If you are as skilled as I have heard, Avil, then please, save as many of my people as you can.
These refugees are lucky you showed up in time. Avil, if too much of the next time, dodge just before an attack hits you to avoid taking damage.
Time to kill a Raveni.
My people are being slain left and right. Avil, what are you doing?
I can use my rune strike on the locks.
You must not let the Raveni destroy the city of Avil. You are its people's only hope. Great job. Keep it up. Careful, Avil. Find cover to regain your health. You might have deserved that one. Your work here isn't done yet. That Raveni you just executed wasn't the only one on its way to Moltnamar. Use your dodge when an attack is incoming. When you execute a Raveni, your rune energy will begin to... You will need to build it up again in order to execute another Raveni. Avil, you must protect the city and its people. If it falls, we have lost. It looks like this Raveni brought along a friend. You'll have to face them both. Avil, if too much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have failed.
My rune energy fully charged to execute this Raveni.
Nice work! Keep going! Avil, if too much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have failed.
Sentinel! Dust yourself off and get back in there!
To charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Avil, your rune energy is fully charged.
What are you doing? The Raveni are destroying my kingdom.
Valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Great job. Keep it up. Focus!
I should build more rune energy.
Now, Avil, execute the Raveni.
You fought bravely, Avil. Thank you. Many of my people owe you their lives.
We are still losing too many.
I agree. Your ally...
Xandra.
She creates your weapons.
The Raveni use a rare mineral to travel between worlds. Xandra was able to fabricate this talking stone, and our own portals, from similar materials.
I have at my disposal some of the most gifted alchemists, and even they do not understand the properties of this talking stone.
Xandra is brilliant in many ways, yet as skilled as we are, she and I will not be enough to win this war. Will you combine your forces with our own to defeat this enemy, Your Highness?
Initially, I was reluctant to believe your claims. I had always thought the Sentinels to be a myth, a story to put children to bed.
And now?
I believe. The Royal Army has been dispersed to the locations you decided were most vulnerable to attack. But I fear this strategy leaves my forces spread thin.
I need your army to play a defensive role. By alerting me of attacks as they occur, I can engage the enemy while your forces see to the safety of your people. We'll use signals in the watchtowers to guide refugees through the safest escape routes. Slowing the Horde down while we move people out of their path will minimize casualties, while Xandra attempts to build a portal strong enough for us to escape the Reveni.
Avil, do you hear that? The alarm has been raised. The Reveni are attacking on multiple fronts.
Get your people to safety, and I'll fight as many as I can.
Avil, we've gotten several reports of terrifying new jackals in the area. Don't let them harm the civilians. I could have sworn that one had you beat.
Gotta take out these monsters.
My people are being slain left and right. Avil, what are you doing?
The citizens of Delorum are lucky to have you, Avil.
That was quite the sporting maneuver, Sentinel.
The people of Delorum shall be indebted to you, Avil. Excellent work, Avil.
Civilians are dying. I must save them at all costs.
You made quick work of that one. Keep it going.
Civilians are dying. I must save them at all costs.
Reveni forces are destroying the city. Avil, you must stop them.
Avil, what are you doing? The Reveni are destroying my kingdom. No! No! No!
That was a good one. Do another.
Avil, what are you doing? The Reveni are destroying my kingdom. The royal army has been dispersed to the local...
I need get your...
Avil, we've gotten several reports of terrifying new jackals in the area. Don't let them harm the civilians. The enemy has started killing civilians! Avil, you must act quickly! The citizens of Delorum are lucky to have you, Avil.
That was quite the sporting maneuver, Sentinel. Squishy little things, aren't they? I am in your death, Sentinel.
Admit it, Avil. You're enjoying yourself out there.
Another innocent life lost.
Good work, Avil. My people thank you.
Great work, Avil. Keep it up.
Save me!
Another innocent life lost. The city is falling.
Nice job, Avil. Keep up the good work.
This is madness, Avil. We should be bringing the fight to the Riveni, not waiting for them to attack us.
Other leaders had that same idea, Your Highness. They saw their armies butchered and their kingdoms reduced to ash. This isn't any war you've fought before, or any enemy you've ever known.
And what will you do to prevent Delorum from suffering a similar fate? Do you believe Xandra can truly build a device capable of ending this war?
I do. If you were to assist Xandra in her work and give her the resources of your court, we may find that solution sooner.
Very well. I will welcome your ally into my palace, and give her the full resources of my kingdom.
Wonderful. You will soon experience her genius for yourself, and furthermore, I think you will find her to be an entertaining addition to your court.
Is her disposition as taciturn as your own?
Oh no, she's far worse.